is Mike Downing of Bear Pop Comics, and I'm coming again with you, with a new comic haul video. I really like this one. I really found some good gems. Once again, giving a shout out to my man John, the comic guy, because this whole haul comes from his shop. So this is my pull box that I have with him, and I want you to notice to the far left over here, these books over here are he calls them reader's copies. They're I would call them like maybe dollar bin quality books, but the books that I got from him are so good that they're in great shape. So to me, it's like one or two of them that may have a little damage, but they're still great readers copies, and I enjoy doing that. And you get that from him after you buy a certain amount of books, at a certain price. I'm not going to tell all of his selling things. I want you to check out his link in the description, and when you do that, you can talk to him personally. But I get great deals there. This is only some of what I have. I may not put all of the haul in this video. I might save it for some of the next video. But anyway, let's get to what we have. So we're going to go with the reader's copies that I got for buying such a big amount of books. I'll show you this real quick, and got a nice little stack. So we have here Wolverine 128. It's got Shadow Cat, Viper, and Sabretooth in it, and the art is really good inside. I opened it up, I said, wow, I might have another favorite artist, and I didn't even really notice this guy's work, but the team is Claremont, Platt, and Banning. But it's really decent art inside. As you see, the cover is a grabber, like the Wolverine is just coming at you. Looks like it's some bad weather going on. He's got the bone claw, so this must have been after the whole event where Magneto took the adamantium off of his claws. So it's a decent find. I want to get 129, maybe just get this whole run from 127 to maybe 130 or something like that. I don't know, but I gotta check that artist out again. I think his last name is Platt, and if I can find that, then I'll just be picking those up also, and I might even get it in better condition, but this condition is livable. Hey, for what I got it for, is very, very livable, so I'm good with it. Okay, moving right along, we have Batman, what was that, 657? I've seen this actually online, and they were doing talking about this run of Batman. I forget this artist's name is. I think it's Kelly something. Oh wow, I wish I could remember. I don't want to have to open up the book and take it out of the plastic, but very different type art. It looks like the person that worked on the book from Image Comics. What's the character? Max. Almost looks, it might be the same artist on there, but it's a very different style of art on this book. If you see it, it's like can't even explain it, but it's just different. It's different. The whole anatomy, the muscles, how they draw everything is just very different. But different is good. Sometimes you don't have to be like everybody else. Do your own thing. The reason why I got this, mind you, is this is in a rack because these are bagged, but they're not boarded, so I didn't want them falling all over the place. Okay, so moving right along again. I've also found this book was hot at one time. This was Robin, 1 of 5. It's from the early 90s. Even has the poster inside, the original poster. Definitely not taking it out. And this was in good condition for a reader. This was really good condition for that type of book. Wasn't mint, but if I was to sell it online, I could probably get, depending on the value of it, let's say if it was worth 10, I could probably get 15 or 20 for it, you know, just by itself, because it's got the poster. It is not really in bad condition at all. Some very, very slight creasing to it, but not much creasing in the spine. The color is good, and the pages were really clean. And we're moving along to the New 52 Justice League 11. Excellent art in this book. I like the cover. I skimmed through this book. Wonder Woman tears up Green Lantern in this book. I gotta read it to see why they were fighting, but there was a serious issue that took place between her and Green Lantern, and she was cleaning his clock. Superman tried to jump in. She busted him in the jaw. Flash had to break the whole thing up. I gotta read this, but she is pretty tough, you know. And I like this New 52 run of Justice League. I had a big collection of Justice League at one time from the New 52. Oh, and Jim Lee did the art. That's why it was so good. Anyway, I have a big collection of these, and they're got them hustled. I sold them, you know, and now I want to get them back. I don't know what they're worth now, but for me, I would like to have them back. And also on this book, Jeff Johns, which is a famous comic writer, he did the writings. You got Jeff Johns and Jim Lee, Gary Frank, and Scott Williams. But this was pretty decent, so I'm looking for more of these Justice Leagues. As you see, this came out right along the time when the Dark Knight Rises came out, so they were promoting it. So I thought that was good. But it's a good book. I looked at it. I got to read it. This is a kind of a hard book to find. I get it run into it every once in a while. Agent X, and I can never get the complete run of it. I always just stumble on it, so it's kind of rare, but you know, I liked it, and I like the cover. I like the logo, how they get to the X and have the target on. I think that's dope. So, you know, I'll pull it a little closer so you can see it, just a little. Yeah, so I just think that's cool, you know, and I think it's all right. I like looking at these kind of books because I told you I get inspiration when I'm drawing and doing my thing. Now, this one over here, this one, Gambit, The Game Begins. I did not even know that Gambit and Bullseye had a fight one time. I didn't even know it. I really didn't know it at all. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow. So I bagged and boarded this because I skimmed through it, and Bullseye being Bullseye, Gambit couldn't handle him by himself. I'm just going to tell you the truth. He couldn't get him by himself. It was kind of tough. So, yeah, this is something else I'll be reading. And I like the cover. Of course, the cover artist, just admit. Black backgrounds. It's a guy that I follow. What's his name? The Merchant. You can check out his comic page, too. He likes solid white backgrounds and solid black backgrounds. And when you do it just right, it makes it pop. And I like that issue, you know. So when I seen it, I said, Gambit is taken out by Bullseye. I had to pick that up. So yeah, this is a good one to have. So I bagged and boarded it right away. Yeah, so never had this one. So now this makes me want to. This is the Assassination Game 1 of 3. Makes me want to get this complete run of these. I can always grab the graphic novel, and I have to look for it, but it's a good start. All right, now Dark Horse presents. These early issues of Dark Horse, I think, are very. I think they're valuable to me, because this is when Dark Horse was just coming out, and they were doing some things in black and white. So the covers were color, but the inside was black and white. And they were introducing a lot of interesting characters. So, you know, but I find Dark Horse presents books that try to collect them all. I don't, know how much they're worth. I think Dark Horse put out Hellboy. So if you run into any of those early Hellboy books, they're worth money. But just to have it in my collection, I just like to have it in the collection, me personally. So this was a find for me. And this was once again in good condition. I never even heard of this guy, the Aerialist. So looks like a cross between Daredevil and Bullseye, but hey, it's dope. Now, this is my first Voltron comic that I think I've owned. But the art was great, and I think I want to get into grabbing some of these Voltrons. I watched the cartoons when I was a kid, and I think they're cool. I like to collect. I'm getting to the point everything that I want to collect now, I'm trying to find it for the best price possible, put it away, and just hold on to it. And I will let them go at some point, but I'm trying to build the collection. Now, this, out of all the reader's copies I got, this might have been the roughest copy that I received, but yet and still, the inside pages was great. Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 507. And I love the cover with the darkness, and you see his shadow and his spider symbol and the guns, real gangster. I like that. And my man John Romita Jr. I'm a John Romita Jr. fan. Dad was great. I thought the son, he had his own thing. He was good on the X-Men when it came out, when I was the X-Men run that was out when I was in high school. So I'm always a fan of his work. Okay, we are going to the Savage Avengers, and that is number 22. Got Ghost Rider on the cover. Savage Avengers did pretty well. Believe it or not, a lot of people grabbed a hold of those. I know I'd sold number 1 quite a few times, and number 2. So, they did something in the market at the time. Because at the time, the market was saturated with Avengers, and people were tired of, they were getting tired of them. So it was hard to move them sometimes. But Savage Avengers did well. And I like the cover. It stands out. Not my favorite cover, but it is very good. It is very good. Okay. Oh, I can't take my record. All right, so I'm done with that. So we're going to go to the next amount of books, which I can take this down because I won't need this anymore. All right, so let's put these over here. But we're gonna go to the middle now. All right, so you guys know I'm a Moon Knight fan. So we got Moon Knight number 194. It took me a while. I looked at this cover. I said, oh, it's somebody. It's like a little Moonlight in like a ghosty shadow almost. Because when I first seen it, I just seen the top image, the center image, but I didn't notice that it was like a Moon Knight, like smaller self in the middle. So that's a nice tricky cover that you don't really pay attention to until after you look at it. That's a good artist because they hid something in the cover you don't see. And then the use of black space and then the white, it's cool. It's eye-popping, and that's what sells a cover. Now we have Moon Knight 195, same type of thing, but the red pops. I didn't open it yet, so I don't know what he's fighting, but whoever he's fighting, they're garbed in red. I thought it was Deadpool for a minute, I don't know. But the cover's cool. It just, you see the white against the red. Yeah, it's just interesting concepts that artists do with covers, and it just takes it to when you go in a comic shop and you see that stuff, it grabs you instantly. I'm reading a little bit on marketing, and they talk about how to market and use different colors you use to grab the customer's attention. And I think Marvel's always been good at that. All right. I found another Pacello X-Men. And of course, I told you Chris Pacello has done some excellent artwork. Still a fan. Still always will be a fan. I like this cover too. It's just coming around the season. I know we're Halloween today, but we're approaching Christmas, the ghost of Christmas past. So it looks like it, or Xmas past. So it looks like it got a little bit of Halloween and Christmas at the same time. But cover's dope. It's dope. The structure of how he draws, like he can be very anatomy conscious, but at the same time he can bring that that graffiti style art, that mixture in there. So hey, digging his stuff. Always collect Pacello. Now this middle book was a great find, and it's an inspiration for me because this is an independent company, and also not only they're African American characters, but the characters are also biblical. It's like a Christian superhero comic book. And I looked at it, I said, wow, this is pretty decent. I can't say anything other than that. And I like the art style. It kind of reminds me of J. Scott Campbell's art, but it's not him. Really good. Whoever did it, it's good. I haven't read it, but I glanced through it. I'm proud to have it. John had let me know about it, and he said, gave me a message, asked me if I wanted it, and I said, yeah. I like getting stuff sometimes outside of Marvel and DC, because it has a different value to it. It's not just what everybody knows. It's just different. It's a different universe. So if you look at this top half, very cool, very cool. The bottom half, and just look at the art, the detail, but it's cartoonish, but then it's realistic at the same time. Can't complain. Great. Now, this one in the middle, I had the graphic novel. I never had number 1 of this, and I got number 1, so I was excited. And you see the background, that pristine white in the background. Hardware number 1. This was DC's Afro-American superhero line, Milestone, and this is a covenant issue back in the day. I think it still holds value, so I'm just happy to get it. I mean, it's in great condition. I was calling the Black Iron Man, other than Tony Rhodes, but it's great condition. So I'm happy with it. I'm definitely happy with it. Okay, we have another from Milestone, Blood Syndicate, and this is number 6. I want to get as much of these as I possibly can. I love this art, and Blood Syndicate, they bought this back out. So, it's good to have it. Like, it's great in the collection. And my man Static always does well. From Milestone. He had a TV show, cartoon called Static Shock, and everybody thought he was called Static Shock, but they just did that for the WB. His real name is Static. And I like that. If you look at the movement on the cover, you check out, like, he's got the coat on, the baseball cap, and he's got, looks like he's on a manhole cover that he charged up. But if you really notice it, you see like the movement, and it's like, wow, this is cool. And it's kind of cover that you look at 2-3 times and, oh, I like how they did that. And that's how a lot of the modern artists did it. It's a lot of different aspects. You look at it and you're like, I didn't notice that before. I didn't even notice this villain, whoever this is up here. Wait, I'm sorry. Here we go. Whoever that is up here, I didn't even notice that until I just brought it closer. So they must be throwing the cars out of the garage. So I got to check that out later. This was also one I had in the graphic novels. Hardware, Death Wish 2. I read this story. That villain, wow. I ain't going to say much about it, but that's a very just brutal character he's fighting in this book. So, of course, it was great to have it. And these are early issues of Hardware. So, this was let's pull it a little closer, number 6. All right. Oh, if it looks so dark in here, I turned the light down because the glare gets on the books from when they're packaged. So I am going to enhance it in the video, but I try to use as much natural lighting as possible because I can't stand that glare on the books. I'm trying to show it to you, so I'd rather be like this and not just boost the video. So anyway, back to the video, back to the content. Shadow Cabinet number 3 from Milestone. And I don't have any of these now. I got one. I would like to get 1 and 2 as much as I can, because Milestone really did some serious artwork and storytelling in that comic era where we needed, more Afro-American heroes coming back out. This was the 90s again. And I think the guy, I watched the documentary on him on YouTube. He passed away, one of the founding artists for Milestone. But he left a pretty decent legacy behind. Okay, so we're going to my favorite Valiant Exo Amount of War. This is number 50. This is a special cover, and if you look over here, they did a little different things. They hid the logos inside the action of what was taking place. So this is something I'm going to have to read too. It's a dope cover. A lot of movement. And we have Valiant number 1, I guess is the another volume of Archer and Armstrong. Very 2 solid characters, very funny, like action and funny, can't say anything else about it. It's a good book. The art, of course, that's what grabs me. The cover art is nice. The cover art is nice, I like how they switched the logo up. The logo used to run across the center. Now it's over here, the A&A. It's dope. Now, of course, I said that here's an older logo of Archer and Armstrong, which is number 6. So you see the difference in the covers, they switched it up a little bit. And we'll go to trying to figure out who the character is in the middle. I think I know the character. If I can't, it's not going to come to me right now. But anyway, Time Walker. I got another one of these somewhere, not this copy. So this is actually going to connect to the other Time Walker that I have. So this was definitely a good find. Now this is not coming one of my other favorite characters of Valiant, Solar Man of the Atom, and he's kind of to me like a combination of what did I say before? I said like Doctor Strange and somebody else that I compared him to. But anyway, very interesting character. Books are decent. And of course, I love this cover where he's coming up out of the book, it almost looks like. And this is number 23. I think that jumps to 25. I hope I got 24 somewhere. I think I already have it. That's Dr. Eclipse, one of his main villains that he fights. This is dope. This series was always dope, and it used to be owned by I think Dell Press, and they bought it out because these were basically public domain heroes. Might not have been, I'm not sure, but now Valiant has it. So I like their work with it. This is a dope cover too. All right, so we're going to this next stack, but I think what I'm going to do is play it smart. I have a lot. I don't want to show you all of this stuff in this video, guys, because I try to keep the videos not so long. So I'll be showing this in the next video. But before I go, I just had to share with you. I don't know how many of you guys watched this as kids. I know I did. It used to come on WPHL Channel 17 back in the day. And it's the original #1 series of Ultraman. And This is the English copy. A lot of people can't get these. And my wife found it for me, got it for me one birthday, and I sat down here in the studio like a little kid watching Ultraman fight guys dressed up like monsters. I still enjoy it. I have the Speed Racer too, DVD of that also. So, you know, I'm looking for Ultraman comic books. So I know John's listening, and anybody else that, you know, knows where I can find them, because usually they're hard to find, but I would like to get some of those too. So we're going to close out this video, and I'll go to a part 2, because I don't want to put this all in one video, because I'm already peaking over 25 minutes. So I will see you in the next video. Continue hunting for comics and enjoy your day. Oh.